Hola a todos, bienvenidos al canal. Hoy estamos en otro episodio de Bastion. Y por cierto, su notación hoy nos quiere inspirar.
That's it.
Ese es
Few
el
more
significado
shots
del
from
flamenco,
that.
como
and
dice,
we'll
y
be
la cosa
back in
empieza con
business.
más goma.
A single shard can breathe new
Solamente puede
life
gastar el aire
into
de
this place.
vida sobre este lugar.
The shard's got enough juice to spruce up any of these places.
Y tomamos esto.
Live wine so rich, they say it's brought men back from the brink for one last taste. The city tried to use the shards to stake out the wilds. So much for that plan. Ankle gators used to roam the wilds.
Pagan por
And
las
they nested
tierras
in
la vaquilla.
Rufus Lagoon. Many a tale folks used to scare that chill in the street originated here. All kinds of beasts coming over from that. Stay looking out.
Tomamos.
Only the city's brushers knew their way around the lagoon. They moved quick and quiet. They struck hard. Even the brushers learned to fear this place. They used to think that ankle gators were extinct. Well, they ain't. One of them's been living in the tall grass. They called her Queen Anne. Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things. Know what smells worse than an ankle gator's breath? The stinkweed. Ain't time for pecker hunting, but the kid can't resist. Can't fight Queen Anne. Brushers use their lives to keep their distance right here. Now the kid can do the same. Sharp sticks make Queen Anne nervous, so she backs off a bit. Most of those beggars are smart enough to stay out of Queen Anne's way. Kid's got a means going on. Cushion's been living off the ankle gator scraps. Queen Anne can't fit down some of these narrow paths. Get hasty in a place like this. predators. One bad step in that tall grass is going to end lunch. He holds his ground, sees the queen's running out of options. The closer you get to the negotiator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows. He's gotta make a run for it. Those leaping lunkheads still like Queen Anne any better than a kid. Queen must have scared a bunch of bears on the hike.
Disculpa.
Negotiators don't much care.
Huevos de esto.
That's why there ain't many around.
Es muy grande y pesado. El padre que tuvo parte está vivo. Se cree que los expió siguió porque sus huevos tardaban de caer en papel. Además era una presa fácil.
Want to know how to find an negotiator later? Use the kid as bait. The shard's sitting in plain view. Now she's coming for him. She's got nowhere else to go. They say if you run across an
Don't worry.
negotiator, you better keep running. She's starting to get annoyed.
Porque fue el bloque de esa capa. Va mejor cada uno de estructura Bastion.
Oh, Queen Anne.
Creo que la
don't let us
reina anda
borrow
con el
from the
bote que
treasury.
lo hemos apretado. Wow, tienen una. Wow, está con mi nombre de este juego. Déjame ver por un tratamiento, pero sabes que valió la pena.
Worth it.
Pues aquí.
The arsenal's complete in case we need
Necesitamos
protection.
protección.
That gator's a crazy
Ese
gal.
gato está loco,
So
lo
yeah,
mismo
probably
se podría decir de la chica que cuidado.
They said Queen
Dice que la
Anne was just
reina
a
no fue
folktale.
una leyenda, pero ahora hay una prueba viviente que no era así. Vamos aquí.
Red rum's brewed from swamp weeds, so its effect is as bold as its flavor.
Lazo de cazador. Certificado. Kit del lazo que se abre instantáneamente para movilizar a que se seca de su portador. Los cazadores lo utilizan cuando una caza no se halla.
He's a spitting image of Slim Johnson with that pike and them pistols. The next charge should be farther out there in the wilds.
Un putal mal. Realmente organizado. Este era Un lugar del interior de la basura más grande de la ciudad de la tierra salvaje. Reconocido.
Know how
¿Sabes cómo
Ceylon
se
became the
convirtió
richest city in the
Caledonia en la ciudad más
world?
rica del
2
mundo? Dos palabras.
Point Lemaine.
Un traje de muerte. Tengo que dejar de hacer esto.
If the wilds can ever be tamed, it's gonna happen right here. The Army's triggers once had the place on lockdown. Kid might as well
Y podía
break out
retomar las
and
cosas donde la dejaron.
blam, just like the fighting days. Gun like that, you can even put the wild shit. Point Lemaine seen better days for sure, but it ain't done. Old bay shutters and fit. The Grand Rail on Point Lemaine. Not only is it still there, it still works. Of course, it's no longer shipping hides and alloys and spices, but it can keep it killed. Just as long as he can stay clear of the trouble on the tracks. Grand rails all grown over things that the laminated chewed up and spat out. Things eager to take back their turf. Kid don't want to miss this train. Kid lets a few of them slip by. Not much wiggle room
No hay mucho
there.
espacio.
Get settled in like they own the place.
Esto es tu.
Takes fancy footwork on the rail. Wallflowers and coffin bangers everywhere. One way to cure a cough like that. Of course, the Grand Rails and more fighting in bygone times. Near on 50 years ago, first shots fired in the Ceylon War. It was right here that soft-spurred forefathers decided to mix it up. Okay, so maybe we didn't get their sign-off on the whole grand rail thing. That was bad. The rail must have shook the earth to the bone down in those dens of theirs. The rail won't last much longer now that the kid took the shard. It's still got one good run in store for it. All the rotten wood there on the rails turning into swamp weed central. Have you ever tried dancing side to side while holding your breath? While shooting a genuine registered on the carbine. Choking on small weed. Beggars trying to prick you in the eye. Well, let me tell you, it ain't fun. But then at last, it's the end of the line. They'll be picking swamp weed out of those roots for days. Turns out he's got company on his face, waiting for him. Say on lost many good men on the rail. At first he thinks it's solved. Turns out he's wrong.
Estás equivocado.
This
Pat
is for
dice el
you,
nombre.
says the man. Then wham.
Entonces, pa.
When the kid comes to, the man's long gone. There's something
Pero
else is
hay algo
there.
más.
The only words the kid recognizes on that parchment are force here. Well, what's the kid to do? He took the shard, he took the head, and he took that note. That note cuts straight to the heart of things, don't it?
Pucho de cerámica. Preguntaba si por pucho de cerámica que comía cuando vivía en la colina.
Finding
Hoy
gourmet
en día no hay
ingredients
fábrica
ain't
de
easy these
ingredientes comer,
days.
pero no
But we'll
llevaremos
take
lo
what we can
que
get.
podamos encontrar.
The note says it
Nada,
plain.
el
Sí,
padre puede haber sobre la
go east to
de
learn the
nuestro
truth
cliente.
about the
Estaré
calamity
esperando
and our
atentamente
people. I'll be waiting. Sincerely, Solve. Solve's messenger was one of his
Era uno
people.
de los suyos.
Wondered
Nadie sabe
just how
cuánto
many of them
sobrevivía de esto,
survived,
que su
and what
contó.
exactly Solve told him. Sometimes a brusher's pipe just ain't enough. That's what the carbine's for. It ain't too late to unlock the potential of his bliss.
Del lugar. La boca técnica permite acelerar dos niveles de mejora adicionales, liberando el potencial total de cada uno.
Ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city.
Ataque de delicia. Los ataques provocan daño con el tiempo. Su efecto se suma con el desvío.
Fights just don't get any sharper than that.
Munición. Precisión.
Takes a lot of moving pieces to make a dependable sidearm. That's the way to make every shot count. The shards are getting harder to find.
Bueno, vamos a intentar completar el campo de pruebas.
There's always more squirts to go around.
Vamos. Este premio. ¿Qué es esto? Es imposible. Vemos aquí.
Just because you're fast don't mean you gotta get reckless.
No dispares. No dispares. Bueno, ¿qué tenemos que hacer? Objetivo rápidamente.
It arrives just in time to
Llegamos a
San
tiempo para
Francisco's
probar la
famous
famosa
cooking.
cocina de Sydney. Sí, ya.
He wolfs down too much too
Es
fast.
demasiado
It all
y se
goes to
ve
his
súper
head.
directamente a la cabeza. Pienso
I've said a lot
a ver la
about
música
Kid,
aquí, pero él
but
no
ain't the
es
only one
el
wrapped
que
up in all
está
this.
metiendo esto.
What's he thinking?
¿Qué tal
Let me
pensando?
see if I got this straight. I only heard him once. Once there was a normal
No había
girl,
una chica nomás
but she wasn't
inteligente,
born
pero
in
no
the
había
tassel terminals like the rest of the
una
people.
de su
She
gente
was
que
from
era
Zealandia. Folks were
su
orphaned
padre era
in the
buen
war,
padre,
taken in and
porque
raised
se
inside
quería
the city, on condition they would never return to the terminal. Refugees who came into the city had to stay for life. It was a way to reduce the risk of city secrets leaking out. The mama passed away from birth and complications, leaving the girl trapped inside that city with no one but her father. Her father was sharper than a brusher's pike, so he got a job working for the city's mansers. His daughter barely saw him. Her father told her nothing of her heritage. He told her nothing of the mansers. It's for your own good, he said. She took to studying the arts, learned more from music than history books, gained a knack for strings and songs. she tried to be like other girls, but her classmates spread word that her father was an urban trader selling out the city. One young man stood up for her, or so he led her to believe. He knew much of her heritage, and she grew fond of him. The young man convinced her to take him to a family den to meet her father. Spoke of how he wanted to meet a man from the terminals. When the young man greeted her father in the Ura's native language, her father flew into a fit of rage and threw them out. The young man never told her that the Ura's native language is not to be used by foreigners. To do so is a terrible insult. Now, where were we? It was then that she decided to escape. The two of them could flee the city together and go to the Tassel terminals. They would hide inside a garbage bin until it got ingested by a scumbag, then let him slosh on out of the city for disposal. Train of thought there. Her plan almost succeeded. But the authorities were already there when that scumbag sidled up to the city walls. The young man had sent the authorities a tip. Told him her father was using her to sell secrets to the Tassel terminals. arrested for treason, but her father got a deal. Returned to work for the Mansers, and she'd go free.
So big that falling, building strong, we'll be empty for too long.
Before they parted ways for the last time, her father whispered a desperate plea. Hurry home to the den and lock yourself in.
Someday your body's inside. Don't do that one until it's done. Gonna build that one until it's done. But now it's starting to run. So big that won't let build it strong, 'cause we'll be there for too long.
She did as she was told, and deep down underground inside that den, she found a journal written in her father's hand.
I dig my hole, you build a wall. I dig my hole.
The next day, the door to the den turned to ash. The girl came up for air, and she saw the calamity all around her.
That wall is gonna fall.
When the kid wakes up, his world's still in pieces, just the way he left it.
Bueno, mis y amigas, hoy lo dejamos hasta acá. Espero que os haya mucho el video. Los quiero, mi beso. Hasta la próxima.